Hi, Evan. So I chose your question because I think that part of Dr. Pout's lecture that you referred to really highlights what I think is so important about the Macedonian name issue, in that he talks about real people and the way the name issue plays a part in their lives. So, on a larger scale, Greece has blocked Macedonia's ascension to NATO and prevented EU accession talks. But on a smaller scale, Greek authorities wouldn't even recognize these Macedonian passports. I think this issue is an interesting case study in how people organize into nations and in the process become attached or even protective of symbols. I want to try to answer your question, but just as a disclaimer, I don't claim to know how to fix blind nationalism or the Macedonian name issue for that matter. Having said that, I can't help but draw a quick comparison that I think might serve as a point of reference. So, a couple hours east of my hometown is Nogales, Arizona, whose sister city is Nogales, Sonora, on the other side of the Mexican border. What's so fascinating about Nogales is how it's managed to stay somewhat connected to its sister city despite there being an international border between them. Economically, Nogales depends pretty heavily on commerce from both sides of the border, as does my hometown. But I think what's even more crucial is the way that these communities share artistic expressions, traditions, languages, and symbols. I don't think the way these communities share them means that any one side has more of a claim to history or culture than the other. But I think this comparison is relevant because it shows how, if we work at it, these symbols can serve as a powerful reminder of what we have in common as human beings, instead of serving as a means to assert blind nationalistic messages. So in the reading, this Zahari artist, makes the argument that structure conditions the impact of nationalism on foreign policy, and that survival and security depend on a state's capabilities and external alliances. A lack of coercive power makes small states especially reliant on security offered by superpowers, and I think an alliance between the two nations in NATO and the EU would strengthen the region overall in coercive power and security. Given what they share, Greece and Macedonia both have a lot to offer on the world stage, and I think now that they've agreed on a name, we can foster mutual understandings culturally and identity-wise, where Macedonia can distinguish itself both as apart from other Balkan nations and as a part of the region. Thank you.